Guys of a Certain Age is brought to you by no one. Absolutely no one. Except these dudes walking down memory lane. Now let's head to the studio to see what they misremember next.
Ho, 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 and a bottle of rum. Wait, wrong holiday. That would be more Halloween-esque. Ho, 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 and coal in your stocking. It's Guys of a Certain Age. Robbie Koblenz in studio. Not alongside anybody, but somebody's called in.
Art Shirley.
Hey, there you go, Art. Good job.
Yeah, good deal.
We don't know.
And I guess you could have rum in your eggnog. I'm not a big alcohol and eggnog person, but since we're in that limbo between, as we record, Christmas and New Year's, we don't know what day it is.
Well, you could, that's about sometimes the only way you could make eggnog palatable to finish it off. At what point for you is eggnog too much eggnog?
It comes in that small, is it a pint size carton that you get it in?
Yeah.
Half pint.
Yeah. Or it's 2 pints or half a quart.
Yeah, half a quart is what it is. Okay. So I can just about get finished with that drinking with other people before I'm going, okay, I've had enough eggnog. Really, it's about 2 glasses this season. I like eggnog, but boy, it just, a little goes a long way.
Yeah, that's about it with me. About 2, maybe 3 glasses, and Bonnie got a half gallon. So I'm not.
Wow, that's a lot of eggnog.
That's a lot of eggnog. We may have some Fireball whiskey somewhere, may or may not. That does actually is a really good compliment with that. So
yeah.
So, but
and we always have it. We have a Christmas Eve get together. I think I've mentioned this before, and that's kind of one of the things that we have is eggnog that is made with vanilla ice cream and then eggnog poured in it, which really kind of ups the whole, sickeningly sweet taste of everything.
Yeah.
And even make it thicker, but it's good. But again, that goes 1 cup of that's plenty.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Now that my blood sugar's high, just listening to you, let's jump into some Geeks of the Week. Who wants to go first?
Hey, I'll go first, as Jay's not here and usually goes first. I was watching CBS Sunday morning, and man, I mean, there have just been just a lot. When we've mentioned a lot of them, celebrities who have passed away, and we did you may have mentioned this already. I don't know. I think you were going to do some kind of little. Weren't you going to do some kind of thing that explained why we don't have a show episode or something?
Yeah, I probably should. And let me just say, we had a great episode. The 3 of us, our homage to Rob Reiner. And it is the first time we've had a technical issue where the SD card that we record on has failed. So,
yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
There's been a lot of tributes to Rob Reiner. Ours was added to it and heartfelt. We thought he was a great director and just really enjoyed his body of work. But unfortunately, that's gone. But like I said, there are plenty of tributes to Rob and Michelle Reiner, and then this host of other celebrities that have passed away. Many of whom we mentioned, along the weeks. And I'll close out 2025 mentioning one last celebrity that has passed away, and that's Bridget Bardot. And Bridget Bardot is one of those names that I've heard all my life, and I can't remember a single movie that I've ever seen of hers.
Good, not just me,
Yeah,
okay.
No, I mean just and God Created Woman. I think is the first one. It's a Roger Vadim film. She was married to Roger Vadim. Jane Fonda went on and married Roger Vadim, and he did Barbarella with her. So that kind of seems to be a trend of his. He makes a movie with the woman who is or becomes his spouse at some point. But anyway, she's an icon. I know she was in a lot of spaghetti westerns and stuff. So maybe I saw one of those at one point. I remember for the Beatles, people in the early '60s, she was just the iconic beauty of the world, and just Bridget Bardot was kind of just somebody that really was like I said, just an iconic beauty. But again, I just am not familiar at all with her work, but I do acknowledge that she's, like this cultural icon, and she's passed away here at, I think, 91 or I can't remember how old she was when she passed away. 91. Yeah. Okay. She passed away just a few days ago as we record in 91. And one of those again that, I was kind of surprised. I thought she may have passed away already, but just apparently a very influential person, just, uh, like I said, I think cultural icon is the best way to describe her. But again, one of those that I may have to go and see if I can find a movie that, yeah, okay, I've seen this one. I'll watch this one again.
You know, Bridget Bardot and Barbarella always got me confused as a kid. Of course, I obviously did not watch Barbarella as a kid. Have you watched? When's the last time you watched Barbarella?
It's been years ago, and it's one of those things that I want to be a better movie. I know it's got this cult status or whatever, but I keep thinking this could have been. It seems like something that uh, that almost like a Flash Gordon, granted with certainly much more risque overtones, but you think, oh, this has been pretty good, and it's just not.
It's not. No, I've struggled to get through it several times.
Yeah,
and it's just like, no.
That's kind of the same with me. I don't know that I've ever sat down and watched it from beginning to end all the way through.
Yeah.
Just not. Again, it's one of those that I think, oh, this should be good. I know they've talked about remaking it over the years and trying to do something. It's based on a French, comic strip or cartoon or comic book rather, and cartoon or something. But again, I just some of those hit with me and some of those miss.
Yeah,
that was a miss for me.
Was Barbarella? Was that by Mobius? That wasn't by Mobius. That predates Mobius.
I'm not sure who did that. I can't remember the artist's name. It was not Mobius, but yeah.
Yeah.
And Mobius is one of my favorites. I think his Fifth Element to me is very Mobius inspired, and I always liked that a lot.
Yeah. Well, along those lines, my geek of the week, and I don't think we talked about this yet, but Neuromancer is being made for Apple TV Plus, or excuse me,
wow,
Apple TV. So
no plus anymore.
Yeah, no plus. It's a -1, I guess. They are in production right now. So did you ever read Neuromancer?
No, I know what you're talking about, and we've talked about the book before. This is okay. So Neuromancer who wrote it?
William Gibson.
Okay.
So it's the book that kind of launched and defined cyberpunk, and
yes, okay,
very, very influential, considered unfilmable until now. Ridley Scott even tried to do something with it in the late 80s, couldn't do it. And so it's being taken to Apple TV Plus, and they're in production now. So there's no release date. You've got to think maybe late 26. I would think a fall 26 airing date for it, or streaming date, I should say. But finally, someone's going to try to make a version of it on some screen somewhere. It reminds me a little bit of Foundation on Apple TV, because we've talked about that before. Foundation at its core is a series of books about really doing nothing, and it was considered unfilmable. And I've really enjoyed their adaptation. Once I got past this is not really Asimov's Foundation. It's loosely based upon. Once I got through that, I was in much better shape. So,
yeah, that's what I need to do. We still have not re-upped Apple yet, and we probably will do that first of the year. I may go through and look and move, unsubscribe from some things or pause some things for a few months and resubscribe or unpause other things and kind of check out some of the offerings. Like I definitely want to watch Pluribus.
Yeah, Pluribus. Oh man, I tell you what, absolutely.
Is it all out altogether now? All seasons out? Okay.
Yeah, it dropped, and it may supplant Severance for me. That first season.
I think a lot of people have said that.
It's all that first season. The first season of Pluribus is almost perfect, and. It is very, very Vince Gilligan. Takes place primarily cinematography rather in Albuquerque, but just so incredibly different. And a couple of shocks throughout, so a couple of twists, but it's a lot of fun. So I can't recommend it enough. Well, speaking of streaming stuff, are you caught up on Stranger Things? We're recording on, what is today, the 29th, so this could be a relatively short but recent episode when we drop this on the weekend.
No, I'm not. We need to watch one more episode of the first has the second part of it dropped yet?
Yeah. So the first 4 dropped at Thanksgiving.
We got to watch episode 4 to be caught up with that.
And then you've got 5, 6, and 7 that dropped, and then episode 8, The Right Side Up, premieres New Year's Eve.
Okay, so that's what I was getting confused on, because I thought the whole second half had dropped already. So we're way behind. So and I may just have to watch it without Will and let him catch up, because it doesn't seem like we can ever get together on when to watch it.
Yeah.
So in fact, I may do that for the next couple of days.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then we could. Maybe we could do a wrap of it, because you said the final episode 8, drops New Year's Eve.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
that'd be good.
So the boys and I were talking. Is Netflix, is Stranger Things the premiere series on Netflix? Is that the marquee for them, you would say?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the first.
And maybe I'm forgetting something, but I can't think of anything that even comes close to it.
No, House of Cards, maybe.
Well, yeah, that's okay. But I mean, certainly recent memory.
Yeah, Squid Games would be the other thing, but I
think Squid Games is too niche. I think Stranger Things is more of the zeitgeist kind of thing that everybody, whether they watched or know about it, everybody kind of has an idea of what it is and what it's about.
Yeah. I want to go back and watch season 1 and 2 again. David made a remark about how, he thought that season 1 was just about perfect, and season 2 as well. Season 5's been okay. There's a lot of backlash. You'll jump into some stuff. The folks are claiming that it's, they're retconning a few things, and not really. To me, as a sci-fi fan, it matches fairly well. But it's the thing that blows my mind is the production budget on that show has just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh yeah.
You've got some set pieces in the second half of the season where, I mean, it's all live action, and you've got, 60, 70 people on camera firing guns and throwing things. And
it looks like an Avengers movie.
Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. So, but anyway, a little Stranger Things trivia. So, Millie Bobby Brown is married now.
Yes, to Bon Jovi's son.
So her legal name is Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, yeah.
So she's not Millie Bobby.
That's her stage name.
She never was.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her real name is Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi.
Okay.
So I guess she's living on a prayer and the upside down.
That's pretty good.
Anyway, all right, we're going to take a break now. We're going to do a quick second segment. We're going to talk about what Santa did or did not bring up next. And we're back with an abbreviated emergency episode of Guys of a Certain Age. We're going to talk Santa, Christmas, all those things. Arts, what's some of the loot that you ended up with?
Well, I will say I ended up with 2 Lego sets, 2 Millennium Falcon Lego sets. One, a very simple one from our partner who's not here. And then Drew gave me a more complex one that he said Will's probably going to have to help me with. So we'll see that.
Nice.
And then I got a lightsaber pizza cutter, which we broke out yesterday. So that was fun. Also, the kind of the big Santa gift I got was a new pizza oven. The pizza oven the ceramic pizza oven I've had for years, is starting to crack. So I thought, well, I need something new, and I went ahead and got an Uni Karu Pro 2, which is nice. I'm still kind of figuring it out, but it's kind of fun. Go ahead.
What's the difference between it and your original oven? Is it larger? What advantages do you have with the Pro 2?
The chief advantage is making the fire. With the other one, it was more like, it looked like a big chimney, kind of the size of a big green egg. It had a very heavy ceramic lid that you had to remove. And then you remove the pizza stone, and then you built the fire in the belly of if you're thinking about the big green egg, the bottom 2/3 of a big green egg kind of thing. You had a small opening that you could feed wood into if you needed to, but all the heat is coming from the bottom of the stone. I have it set so I could get some fire lapping up on the side, so I could get some side burn on that. But it was pretty much a pretty big ordeal to create a fire, load a fire. It kind of was an obstacle big enough to where it put me off making pizzas sometimes. This one, you've got a firebox in the back. You pull the when you're ready to go, you pull the firebox tray out, load it up. In my case, I loaded up with lump charcoal and wood pieces. The lump charcoal, they say, is better to kind of give you a more controlled fire. And then, of course, the wood's what you want for the smoky flavor and the wood flavor and all that. So you put that in there. But you've got a hatch on the back that you can continually load little pieces of wood in, so you can keep your temperature up that way. Also, it's because of the design of the box, it gets up to 800 degrees pretty quickly, and you can keep it going pretty fast. It has a rolling fire. It's got a fire in the back, and that fire will usually roll over the top of the pizza as well. And so that's truer to the way that a traditional pizza oven, brick oven, or wood-fired oven heats. It's usually a side-directed flame that heats the stone, and then you turn it. You're constantly turning your pizza to keep it from burning on one side. So that's kind of the fun of it. But it's so much faster that sometimes I'll wait too late to turn, and you get kind of a black side on it, but it's not too bad. It works pretty well.
So do you have the Cairo Pro?
Yeah,
So
Cairo Pro 2. So it's also a combination. It's up to a 16-inch pizza, which typically mine are about 12. But I wanted something that had some room so I could move it side to side, to kind of because the pizza stone will lose heat as the pizza sits on it. So I generally cook about 4 pizzas on it at a time. And it can be anywhere from 3 minutes to a minute and a half, depending on how hot things are.
Wow, boy, yeah. I'm a little envious of your oven here, man.
Yeah, I don't know. We've talked about having y'all out, but if you can bypass some of the rotten wood on the deck that I'm going to replace in retirement, we'll have y'all out and do this and check this thing out. My dough, I've been experimenting with my dough and trying to hydrate it more, and I had a little too hydrated this past time, so a little too sticky.
I have the perfect dough recipe. I use what is it? Lazy Magnolia Southern Pecan beer as a base, and then brown sugar, and then I use diastatic malt powder as well, and then I'll use half bread flour and half 00 pizza flour, and let it do a cold rise overnight in the fridge, and it's amazing.
Yeah, the cold rise in the fridge, and you can do it up to 72 hours. I think I did this last one, 48 hours. But that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
That really makes a big. I was doing it where I would make the dough and do a couple of quick rises and cook it the same day, and that wasn't bad. But you have so much more flexibility with the dough if you do a cold rise.
Yeah, I really, really like doing a cold rise, and the diastatic malt powder makes a difference. That's used in some commercial pizza doughs as well, and I think that may be an Alton Brown hack I found. But
I'll look into that.
Yeah, you can get it off Amazon. So it's diastatic, I believe, malt powder, and it gives a little bit different flavor. And then using the half bread flour, half 00 pizza flour has been really good too. So or you could do half 00 and then half all purpose. So what are we doing? We're talking food without Jay here.
I know, it's unusual.
Did we not just violate one of the prime directives of the show?
I think y'all have talked about comics without me there before, so it's probably okay.
Yeah, probably okay.
The other gift Becky and I gave each other was a trip to the initial playoff game at Ole Miss, and that was fun. We had a great time doing that kind of thing, but we'll not be going to New Orleans. I know a lot of folks are going to New Orleans for that, but I'm just like, wow, that would be kind of I'm sure it'd be a great time, but I'm definitely too much a guy of a certain age to go to New Orleans for New Year's Eve.
It would be,
So anyway,
it would be a expensive time as well, I'm sure.
but y'all are going to Charlotte, right?
Yeah, we are.
Gosh, it would be very expensive, and it would be very expensive. So that'd be cool. When are y'all leaving for that?
We're going to leave actually New Year's Eve morning, and then we're going to meet some friends. We're actually going to meet a variety of friends in Charlotte. So, of course, the boys are working the bowl game, and that was part of the reason for us to go. And, that's always fun to hang out. But we've got some friends who are in southeastern North Carolina who could come up for the day, and then some other friends from Greenville, South Carolina they're gonna come over. So, and then she used to be Laura Dixon, who was creative director here for a while. She and her husband and child live in Charlotte, so wanted to catch up with her.
Okay, yeah, I remember Laura. Laura said hello.
Yeah, I will. I mean, we all had a lot of fun with the jib back in the day. So
got the jib. Gotta have more jib.
You gotta have more jib.
Speaking of which, what was your Christmas gift?
So I got a couple cool things. Number one, probably for my health, I got new running shoes and pickleball shoes. And my shoes had I usually swap out running shoes every 10 to 12 months, and I haven't swapped out in a while. And man, I'm an Asics guy. Asics Gel Nimbus, I think 26 is what I'm on now, and they're great. And then Bonnie wanted to give me some pickleball shoes. David got me some accoutrements for my pickleball gear, so some wraps and some edging for the paddle. Mark got me this cool little Crosley Bluetooth speaker that fits in with the home edit bay a lot. It's got a real it sounds great, battery powered. And then I got a battery powered 6-inch hand chainsaw, and you think, what in the world? It is literally a hand chainsaw that works off my DeWalt batteries. And when I'm out on the tractor bush hogging or what have you out at the cabin, I'll come to some bushes, trees, whatever, that have just got enough little branches over that are a pain in the butt. This little chainsaw is perfect to take down a 3-4 inch little branch overward. So can't wait to go out and use it. Actually, I may try to do some of that this afternoon. So
yeah, probably just the perfect size for that. Then.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, great stocking stuffers and whatnot. So, but yeah, the chainsaw is really cool. And then the stuff the boys got me is great. So, now didn't get a pizza slicer. May the slice be with you. Is that what it said?
The slice is strong in this one.
The slice is strong in this one. So, but yeah. So a lot of fun.
Good deal.
And
that's good.
Ate too much as usual. Mark,
me too.
Mark made, we got prime rib, and we got some rib roast, and we did prime rib for Christmas Day, and it was excellent.
That's great. That sounds really good.
Yeah, it was quite good. So we'll have to do a debrief with Mr. J next week and find out all the things, all the alcohol related things he might or might not have gotten for Christmas.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm just kind of stepping out on a limb there, so you never know.
Yeah.
So, all right,
I'll let you do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Even though I do live closest to Mrs. Reed, I live closer to Mrs. Reed than you or he does. So
really, okay.
Oh yeah. Jay's at the south end of town. Mrs. Reed's not even a mile from my house.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Mrs. Reed's not even a half mile from where I'm sitting right now. So
okay.
Yeah, you guys can be flippant, but she's a little too close for comfort sometimes if she's mad at me. So, but anyway, all right, that's going to do us this time around. We'll see you next week.